Yo, what is up YouTube? What is going on? I'm Beamer Boy and today we have a 2009 Mini Cooper base model. I bought the car for $500 and it's in really good shape for its age. The paint has no scratches and no fading. All the panels are in great condition and the interior is phenomenal. We don't have tears and we don't have scratches. It's a 6-speed manual and today I'm going to do an engine installation. I'm 16 years old and I'm really happy to be able to share my journey with cars with you guys on YouTube. So please like and subscribe and help me put this car back on the road. First, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the previous owner's clip of the car so you guys can get a background idea about it. Now we're going to go ahead and start this car up. Enjoy.
Okay, here's the car for sale. It's a 2009 Mini Cooper base. The exterior is in very, very good shape, but I'm going to say this clearly. The car does not have an engine. There is no engine. See? No engine inside the engine bay. I'm selling this as a rolling chassis with no engine. I'm going to say it a couple more times because people are not capable of reading an ad and they ask me if they can drive it home. They ask me what's wrong with it. How does it run? The interior is very, very nice. Someone who has an engine would get an excellent car for cheap if they put an engine in it because, again, it does not have it. Okay? Let's be clear on this. There's no engine, people, okay? But, feel free to break my balls and ask me if it's got an engine. I don't care. But, so there's no engine. The tires are excellent, and the car is in good shape otherwise. Okay? That's the story.
We're going to go ahead and start moving outwards. First, we're going to start off by taking off the headlights, the grille, the bumper, and the radiator support, and everything else that is going to be in our way of putting the engine inside. To take off the headlight, you're going to have to grab a 10mm socket and a ratchet and take off these two 10mm bolts. After you take those two bolts off, you're going to see a harness piece right here. You just have to press on it and it should come straight off. Do the same thing on the other side. After you take off the headlights, we're going to go ahead and focus on the grille. There should be clips right here, but this car is missing it and it's quite loose. So it comes off quite easily. After you take off the grille, we're going to go ahead and take off the bumper. There are 4 T25 bolts that hold the bumper together, so we're going to go ahead and take those off. There's one bolt hidden right behind the flare right here, so you're going to go ahead and carefully take it out without breaking it. It should come off nice and easy, just like that. Then you're going to go ahead and you're going to grab a T25 socket or attachment with a ratchet, and you're going to go ahead and take the bolt off right here. You should see it if you lift the flare up just like this. Do the same thing on this side. After you take those two T25 bolts, you're going to go ahead and bring your focus to this bolt and this bolt. Also T25s, they were right behind the grille. After you take those 4 T25 bolts off, you're going to go ahead and bring your focus down here under the bumper, and you should see either a T25 screw or a plastic piece. Some of them are missing here. There's one right here, so you're going to go ahead and grab your trim remover. You're going to go ahead and pop those out. Right here we have a T25 bolt. After you take all those bolts off, the bumper should come off nice and easy. After we take off the front bumper, we're going to go ahead and take off the front bumper reinforcements. I believe there's supposed to be 6, 3 on each side, 13mm nuts on this side, on the outer side, and then there's 4, 2 on each side, 13mm bolts behind the bar. You can go ahead and take off the 13mm bolt right here, but I couldn't because my 13mm bolt is screwed and the hat is messed up, so the 13mm socket just spins around it. So we're going to go ahead and use another method, and we're going to take off the 2 bolts that hold the bumper bracket. Now that we took care of the underside, we can move up to the top where we're going to find 3 13mm nuts. one here, and in the back. So you're gonna go ahead, grab your 13mm socket with a 1/2" ratchet. The reason I'm using a 1/2" ratchet is because you're gonna need a little more leverage because these can be harder to take out. After taking out these 3 nuts, I realized that there's one more bolt right here, which can be taken out from the other side, which is also 13mm. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Now that I took off the bolt, I'm going to hammer out the bumper bracket. Now that we took off the reinforcement, we can go ahead and take off the radiator support. I noticed that all of the hoses were previously taken off. So it makes my job a little bit easier. And the bolts here were also previously removed. So all I have to do is take off a 10mm here and a 10mm bolt right there. And it should come off nice and smooth. If you lift up this flare, you should see a 10mm bolt hidden right there. And grab your 10mm socket, and you're gonna try to move the flare out the way and get that bolt. Same thing on this side. Alright guys, before we take off the radiator support, we have to take off the hood latch cable release. So you're gonna go ahead and grab a pick, and you're gonna just put it through here, and it should release itself just like that. And you're gonna see the cable right here, so you're just gonna pull the pick back and help the ball release itself. Now that we got our line out of the way, we can go ahead and take out the radiator support. It should come out nice and easy. Now that we finally got the radiator support out of the way, we can go ahead and admire our beautiful engine bay. Now there is a problem. I am missing a few parts like the AC compressor and the alternator, and I have a broken exhaust, so I'm going to have to go ahead and get replacement parts. Luckily for me, the old owner did leave a few parts like the axles, the clutch, the transmission, some engine mounts, and the engine bay bolts, which is absolutely great because I'm not going to have to go ahead and look for those parts. And that is going to be a wrap for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you enjoyed the first video, please like and subscribe to stay up to date on this project car, and be notified on part 2 where I put the engine inside of the car. Peace.